On this week's show, now that the lockdown has been lifted and we've had our Freedom Day, how is that going to affect the property market?
Welcome to the Property Investors Podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an upload. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify and YouTube. Enjoy this week's show and don't forget to share it with all your friends.
Hey, I'm Russell Leeds.
Hey, I'm Alistair Cunningham.
And welcome to the Property Investors Podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good, but guess what, guys? He's back. 3 weeks now, and he's back. He's back from his holidays.
I've been away.
I was talking to him last week about you were on holiday last week with the kids and stuff like that. So
did you see the little video I did about the
the coast given away?
Yeah,
I did actually. I saw that you done a video. What was that about?
Well, so basically, it's that part of the Isle of Wight. Yeah. It's just slowly falling into the sea.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, erosion. It's just eroding. What part was that?
It was Black Gang.
Right. Okay. Fine.
It's Black Gang Chine is the name of the place.
Is it really? That's funny. Yeah. That's cool. What was it like, Isle of Wight?
It's very nice. It's very nice. I mean, a lot of people are going to be going on staycations this year.
Yeah.
Which is obviously brilliant for anyone that's doing service accommodation or rent to rent. But I would definitely go again. It was very. I mean, the little place I went to, they had four. Basically, it was like an old farm,
right?
And they'd converted four of the barns into serviced accommodation.
Oh, good stuff.
Units. So they're renting out in peak. It's $2,000 a month.
Wow.
Because my kids go to independent school. They get 9 weeks for the summer holiday.
Right. Yeah.
Which means that we could go out of peak, but still in the summer.
Yeah.
So it was $1,000 a week.
Oh, that's not bad.
Which isn't bad.
Did it have facilities? Was it like a hot tub and things like that?
There was a hot tub. Yeah.
Did the kids use it?
We went 3 or 4 times.
Okay, good stuff.
Because it was so close to the house. We went one night when they were in bed. We went in the hot tub, which is quite cool. But yeah, it was had barbecue. It was really
cool.
really nice.
How long did it take you to get there? Because I know you came back for the football. So
I did.
For the final, you and Anna and the kids drove back into London to the pub, and then. So it can be. I know Isle of Wight. It's Portsmouth, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you jump on the Isle of Wight ferry, and you're there in like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's basically going to Portsmouth, which I can get to Portsmouth from here in about an hour and a half.
Yeah. So it's not too far.
So it's not too bad.
And can you do that on your car without having to charge it up?
I did. It's only 70 miles.
Oh, is it?
So I can get there. I took my electric car.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
You get me thinking though. This barn, it's $1,000 a week, right? At off peak, it was full when we were there. The 4 of them. It's like it's not bad, is it?
No,
it's not bad for them. Yeah. They make that's like what $16,000 a month.
Yeah.
And they live there. They've got the actual farmhouse that they live in. So they just sort of came, let us in, showed us how to use the hot tub.
It's their business, isn't it? Yeah.
That's it. That's all they've got to do.
So how many? 4 barns, £1,000 a week. That's 4 grand. That's even off peak.
Off peak, $16,000 a month.
Wow.
If it's full. It's not a bad little business, is it? Not a bad little.
That's a nice little hustle, isn't it?
Not. It's not bad, and that's it now. They've bought this, and they're set for life.
It wouldn't even take you that long to pay the mortgage off if you're making $16,000 a month, is it? If you wanted to literally just put all that money in paying all the mortgages off for the properties, and then you that's infinite return for the rest of your life.
And during the summer, you'll be $32,000 a month because it's $2,000 a week.
Wow, really good.
$32,000 a month, not to be stiffed at, is it?
It really is.
A couple of barn conversions.
It really isn't.
And they get to live near the beach, Isle of Wight. It's lifestyle business. I was quite impressed with the setup. It was good, and it wasn't even that big. The room,
wasn't it?
I mean, we had a really nice open plan living area. It has a kitchen, dining room, lounge, open plan, and then 2 bedrooms.
Oh, cool.
And that was it. Mm-hmm. So it's not much space, but it was when you go on a holiday, you don't need lots of space. You just want it to be nice, don't you?
No, what do you use the bedroom for? Really, just sleeping because you're out and about all day.
Just sleeping, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's it.
Well, anyway, just you're out and about, innit? I know when I go on holiday, literally, you want good accommodation,
when I
but
say
really,
holiday, all he uses the bedroom for is sleeping, and that is final.
It is absolutely 100%. Anyway, so yeah, I'm glad you're back. You're back on the show now. You've missed you for a couple of weeks. Lockdown's lifted. We're filming on Freedom Day.
We are,
and this will be coming out on Wednesday. But we're now Freedom Day, and I wonder if we're going to get a film made about it, like Independence Day.
Well, I doubt it. I went to the service station this morning, and everyone was still wearing masks.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel any different.
It feels no different. Apart from, I saw on all social medias this morning that there was loads of people last night queuing outside nightclubs and bars and stuff like that, waiting for that 1 minute past midnight so they could all open the doors and get in there and party, because what rules have actually been lifted? So
everything, isn't it?
Everything. There's no more restrictions, is there? There's no social distancing restrictions. Everything's been lifted, but yes, you're right. Everyone's still wearing masks, apart from me and apart from you.
Well, yeah, it was a bit odd. You've got to say.
I think it's still. I mean, I got the train here, so I got the underground from Fulham to Marylebone or Edgware Road and walked across. Yeah, everyone on the underground still got masks on, and even like in the shopping centre that I went to this morning, yeah, still got masks on.
But I suppose it's at least now it's each their own, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't have to wear one, but I think places like the underground, they've said it's advisable.
Yeah.
So I suppose big question then with all this is what do we think is going to happen? Everyone expected a massive crash with the economy has been battered over this period.
It has,
Lots of businesses are struggling. The property market itself has actually gone up.
It's the property market's crazy at the minute, and like houses are selling so quick. I put Bedford on the market last Tuesday or Wednesday it was. It's been on the market actually actively on Rightmove for about a week, and everyone that's viewed the property has offered on it. There's nobody that's not viewed, it's not offered, and I've been offered asking price by 2 different people, and I've returned it down because I think what's going to happen is they're going to end up fighting amongst each other. So one person, I actually got a phone call this morning on the way here, said he originally offered 375, and I said no, because we've already turned down higher, and he come back and goes, well, I'll pay asking price, and then we said no again because we've already got asking prices on the table from people that are in a much more credible position. So he's gone away and he's going to come back to us this afternoon. And he says he's going to make a higher than asking price offer.
Wow!
And it's just like you're talking a.
Is he going to do it as a HMO?
It's a HMO.
So it's an investment.
Yeah, so it's an investment property. It's not a residential.
Not you worth just refinancing it and keeping it.
Well, I've got 2 options on it. Option number 1 is I put it on with Connells. The reason I used Connells is because Connells are the company that do the valuations, or Connells use the same valuation agent as Kent Reliance. Kent Reliance are doing a refinance on it for me at the minute. And what's happening is they're valuing it officially for mortgage purposes today. And Connells said, look, we can market the property for you for 6 weeks at no cost to you. So they've done all the professional photographs and they've done floor plans at no cost to me. I just had to give them exclusivity for 6 weeks. So if I don't sell it within that 6 weeks, doesn't matter. But what might happen is I might get offers of silly amounts. Like I've already been verbally offered 415. So I could end up getting offers of 420, 430, and if that's the case, I'll probably sell it because it's never going to go that high again.
Yeah,
it's never. But like I say,
it will ever.
Well, yeah, but not certainly in the next. I don't think it's going to double in 10 years because I think Bedford's ceiling price is that sort of figure. So obviously, I'd love to keep it, and it's 95% I'm going to keep it. 5% I might take an offer if there's a silly offer made on it. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I want to have both options open at the minute. But if I refinance it, subject to valuation, I'll get probably 300 grand back, which means I owe 270 on it, so I'll get, and half that money is coming to me, so me personally, so I'll get the 270 back for the purchase and all the refurb, 20k, 25, 30k extra with all the fees, and then I'll get. So yes, it's a great deal.
So what do you think then? Based on what you've said, I'm assuming that you're thinking the market's going to dip.
I think what's going to happen is it's going to start to plateau out a little bit, and I think it's going to not so much dip, but just level off a little bit. It will dip in parts of the country, of course, but I think what we're going to see locally to where we are is it will start to dip a little bit, start to plateau, and then maybe drop just a fraction. I don't think it's going to dip I don't think it's going to jump off a cliff. I just think it's going to plateau out and steady up a little bit and be a little bit more sort of relaxed, as opposed to it's just mad rush at the minute. Like at the minute, properties go on the market within 10 hours of them being on the market, they've got 40 viewings booked. Yeah. It's just crazy. Like it's so difficult to find good deals at the minute.
So someone posted on Instagram like a GIF of like someone looking really frustrated. It's like when you ring up about a property and you're told they've already had 142 viewings.
Yeah, exactly.
On
it makes it a lot harder. But look, it just means you've got to get better at what you do. But coming out of lockdown, obviously we've got the stamp duty holidays come to an end. We spoke about that a couple of weeks ago. You've got all the restrictions lifting. Furloughs coming to an end next month or the month after. So I think September, isn't it? So a couple of months away. All these things are starting to come to an end. I think you're going to start to see the property markets go back to pre-2000 and pre-2020 sort of status, so to speak. And I think all that's going to happen is it's going to steady out. It's going to just chill out a little bit, and houses might take a little bit longer to sell, or back to pre-2020 sort of where they were at.
Normal.
Just normal, yeah.
Which, when you're a property investor, property entrepreneur, I suppose the key is just take advantage of any situation.
Of course, yeah.
So, you're talking about selling Bedford now because house price is selling really easy.
Yeah.
You're thinking, I might as well sell it. You're taking advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
When it goes back to normal houses,
Yeah.
it makes it easier to do your deal selling, for example.
Of course,
and so on and so forth. So
you've just got to pivot. And this is why the education is so important, because, say deal selling's not the busiest, what else is? So development's thriving at the minute because of the development rule changes.
Do you know, I think that's one of the things, one of the lessons that I've certainly learned over the last few years. I've always been very keen. Obviously, passive income and everything is great. I've always been very keen on systemizing stuff. And one of the things I've learned, especially over these last few years, what's been crazy, is you can't really do that.
Yeah.
You've got to be adaptable and changing and adapting to the market, I suppose.
Yeah, 100%. Again, I come back to education. Listen, markets change. Doesn't matter if you're talking about the property market, the forex market. It doesn't matter. Everything changes. So you need to be the person that's on point at the time. You need to know about development, you need to know about this, you need to know about that, you need to know about everything, so that when the markets dip in one area, you can thrive in another. Case in point is development at the minute. The government suddenly said we need to build more houses, we need to build them quickly, okay? So people that know how to find land, know how to find big deals, know how to find big opportunities, now's the time to capitalise.
Yeah, because build, and you've got to adapt to that situation. So what would you recommend, let's say someone wants to get started in development? I mean, that's quite a big thing. First of all, I would suggest doing it if you've got money already. Yeah,
for me, and you might disagree, it's not a beginner strategy, okay? This is for somebody that's already done a little bit in property, you've already got a little bit of experience, maybe you've been through the academy, some of our advanced training. This is next level stuff. And we're actually running, Simon was actually running a free event next month. And I don't know when it is, but I know it's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Next month. And
August 10th?
It's there or thereabouts. We'll stick a link below. You can come for free, and you're going to learn an overview of why property development is great, why you should be getting involved in it.